All right, everybody. Welcome. Hello. My name is Moose, and we are live for the first time in a long time. And I am very excited to finally get back on the saddle, on the horse, and try to be able to get some nice League of Legends games shoutcasted. We're going to give it a go here, and we're going to take a look at a pretty high ranking game. Unfortunately, I've been doing some updates to my Twitch, been doing some updates to my just my channel in general, just getting it refreshed and re-updated. And so for some reason, I'm not able to log in. I've asked for too many SMS codes. So at the end of the day, I won't be able to actually get this live, but I will record it, and I do want to put it on the YouTubes so that people can see it and we can get back on the saddle. So I started this game a little bit late, wasn't able to get on wasn't able to get on completely live, but that doesn't mean that we still can't watch the game play or see how it plays out and try to think about what we've got here. So as you can see over on the red team, we've got Cuckoo Puffs as the Jax on in the top lane, Yukino Cat playing as the Fizz, Pole Builder as the Victor and the Flash, and Hakuno playing as the Jinx and the Lulu in the bot lane. Vanos and Lens playing as the Janna Zaya. We've got Msundi playing as the Zeri in the mid lane, Pinwinseo playing as the Lilia, and then one by playing as the Fiora. So let's take a look at what we've got here. So I mean, Jinx Lulu has been pretty prominent as a really strong dual lane for the entirety of the preseason and into season 12. LCS has seen a lot of Jinx priority, especially with the way that she's been able to scale and the way that she's able to really just control the bottom lane. Now that teleports are only fashioned towards the towers and can't go onto actual minions, it means that she's a little bit more safe. Those that mobility issue, not necessarily the same problem. And the Lulu being able to use help picks to give that shield and that extra little bit of pressure makes it really hard for a lot of other champions, a lot of other marksmen to keep up with her, especially once she's able to then get to one, two, three items. It's pretty much game over. So you're looking at the lineup over on red side. You've got the Jax who's going to try to scale. You've got the Victor who's going to try to scale, as well as the Jinx. If they can get to the 15-20 minute mark and be in the lead against this team, they're definitely going to be feeling really strong and should have a good chance to win this game. It's going to be up to Yukino Cat to decide where they want to put their attention towards in the ganks. Not necessarily going to have the best ganks until he's able to use Chum the Waters. And once he gets six, then things change a little bit. But until then, the ganks are going to be a little bit difficult. And so this could be the opportunity in the early game for Pinwin to make those adjustments and really try to focus on getting some early pressure in for Lens on the Zaya or the Sumdi as this Zeri. You can get one of these lanes popped off and really just focus on making sure that that lane is able to get secured. That could be the win condition for them. So let's see how this one plays out and let's get into it. So trying to not be as, I would say, as aggressive with my solo shoutcasting, not being as loud, not shoutcasting every single play that comes through is definitely going to help me be able to stay consistent throughout all of this. And it's really exciting to finally be back because we do get some action in the bot lane already. Flash really putting in some work against Lens, getting him down to about 300 HP. Also got the camera down there. I've only got one monitor at the moment, so going to be a little bit challenging to try to like navigate through everything, but it's a nice learning experience to try and keep up with all of this and hopefully, give you guys a good strong experience so far. Looking like both junglers making the full clear rounds. Yakuno actually a little bit behind just because of his inability to go for multiple camps at the same time. Pinwin actually being able to get the Gromp and the blue buff means that he'll arrive at the Scuttle Crab first, goes for the smite and just takes care of it. However, potentially first blood on the horizon here. Assumed he in trouble, does avoid the gravity well and will be able to skate away Spark Surge with enough pressure or with enough mobility to be able to survive that one without dying. And that's really good for the side of blue. They were able to get first blood onto Lilia, onto Pinwin, up against Cuckoo Puffs. Always going to be difficult for the Jax in the early game to be able to stay, relevant until he gets that 1, 2, 3 item power spike. So being able to shut him down early is good. He doesn't have teleport anymore, so off to a good start for blue team. However, bot lane in trouble. Lens is going to get ignited and might actually fall here. Flash going to get excited as well as he uses that extra range from Fishbones to be able to get that kill, and now going to be able to get some mobility here. He has the hovering of Yukino Cat as well, so I mean, there's going to be some turret plates getting taken, and it looks like that is going to be the play. One turret plate getting taken, maybe that's it though. Playful tricks are actually going to cause a lot of damage onto Yukino Cat, but he will be able to survive. Will they be able to get out of this one though? Gosh, yeah, Pinwin really wanting it. Everyone's really low. Flash going in, and he will actually be able to make it a 1-for-1 there, but the double buffs over to Vanos, actually. But will Flash and Akakwano be able to get out of this? Flash does not. Assumed he dies as well. So a nice roam there. Pole Bolter not being able to follow, and that's going to mean Assumed he picks up a kill. Also going to mean that Lens will pick up the kill that she lost a little, or that they lost a little earlier. So good play. Good play. And that's what's so scary about, Zeri, the mobility that she's able to bring to the table. This is the first time that I've actually seen her be played at mid. And the way that, she can be played and the state of the game now, like she has the execute, she has the ability to get a lot of power and a lot of CS very quickly. And her potential, assistance for roaming and ganking can't be denied. Gonna use ultimate here. Flash gonna get used by pretty much everybody. Assumed Ivanos trying to go in for this slow, trying to be able to pick up the kill, and Pole Belter gonna fall down. Blue team now in the lead, up by about 2,000 gold at the 6-minute mark. Uh, Yukino Cat gonna have to take all of his CS away from Pole, or all the CS, because Pole Belter is dead. Teleport's gonna get used, but that definitely is gonna put Pole Belter a little bit behind. Now with the gold lead increasing to about 700 for Asumdi. And now, that's been the power of Zeri. Like, if Zeri is able to get going and be able to get that extra movement speed, which you see the Berserker Greaves getting taken as well, like, going to be pretty powerful and could put in a lot of work against this blue side squad. But, with that being said, it is another 1-for-1. Cuckoo Puffs and Wambai both going to fall. So just going to continue to have, I think, some back and forth action with the lead being taken by blue side. However, doesn't necessarily mean the end of the world just yet. I mean, remember the scaling power that Flash, Pole Belter, Cuckoo Puffs are going to have. And now with Yukino Cat being level 6, the chances for aggressive and really powerful ganks are there. CS lead is pretty insane right now for Flash up against Lens. A 22 CS lead as the Jinx, going to result in about a 500 gold advantage. And, with both sides wanting to kind of play chicken here, trying to see, who's going to reset, who's not, where, when they reset, Flash is having, more money in the bank, another 1,000 gold comparatively to the 530 that Lens has. And so there's definitely that to be a situation here. The chain chomps do not land, but the tornado does onto Hakuano, and the Featherstorm's going to get used, so Lens will fall. And now Flash is in trouble. Can he get out of this one? No. Pinwin picks up the kill, and that's huge for blue side. Big kill there for Lens. now has 150 gold bounty, and we'll be able to go back with the same amount of gold that Flash did. So they're going to be even despite the CS advantage. And that's super scary because Zaya could scale up really good as well. Once they're able to get their mythic item, once they're able to really put in that pressure, that Featherstorm is going to be coming in super handy. Be able to dodge, chum the waters, the gravity field. He can get away from the chomps that Flash can try to go for. So being able to be consistent with Flash is good. It increases the lead to a 2.5, but not out of the woods just yet. But with the lead being where it's at, I think that red team realizes that they have to concede the Rift Herald. They're going to not even try to contest it. Looks like Cuckoo Puffs will be able to get away from the assistance that Vanos provided and will survive Rift Herald to get taken, and the game will continue. Put my camera down on the bottom left hand side of the screen. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it there, just because it does kind of make me look a little weird. I would say, like, I don't know, it just feels a little weird. But shout out to Shneki, Shneki IRL. He in his games puts in the spectator, the commentator on the camera on the side, and I think it's a solid play, and I think that that's something that we should that we as casters should potentially try to do, especially being able to get your face out there, that face to the name, all that fun stuff. You have some action, bottom side of the rift. Gotta be careful. Vanos though has the extra movement speed, so should be okay. But Vision now setting up for red side. They've got the troll ward. They've got the river pretty much controlled for the side of red, but they still might be in trouble here. We're gonna get the spark surge getting used to be able to get Asumdi into position, and Smite's gonna have to be used by Cunicap, but not before flashing. So he'll pick up the Hextech Drake, but he'll lose his flash in the process, and the fight is not over. Looks like Vanos is in trouble, but he's going to be able to get away. Featherstorm going to get used once again. The damage is there. Flash is in trouble. Will go away. And now with Yukino Cat back to 3/4 HP, he'll get rooted. He'll try to survive. The Flash is going to get used by both Flash and Lens to try to survive this one. But now Asumde is in the area, going to be able to get the slow onto Pole Belter. And now trying to pick up the kills, but the pseudo skill shot auto attacks not going to be able to connect. Oh no, Lens actually gonna fall to Flash, making it the 1-for-1. But Flash falls as well, so keeping it dead even between these two marksmen. Gold lead now up by about 300 for Flash. Gale Force getting picked up by the Jinx as well. That's huge for mobility and movement. And so, maybe actually, so because of that extra 400, 300 gold is going to be in the lead. But at the moment, feeling pretty good about, where the Jinx is at. As long as they're able to stay in control, could really be the winning factor for red side. Bolter in trouble though. Use the gravity well, but will get hit by the Lilting Lullaby and the just added damage that Lilia puts in. Gonna drop the staff, and the doe creates a dead Victor. 0-2-0 in this game. Wild Growth going to get used on to Yukino Cat as the fight comes in. A lot of damage onto Pinwin, but he will not fall. Chum the Waters will get used, but it won't be enough, and Cuckoo Puffs will fall in the process. 2-for-0 play across the rift now for blue side, letting them get control of this one. However, now in trouble. Wombat going to try to be able to get away, but that was a beautiful bait, and that's going to lead to another kill in favor of blue side. 2 kills as Pinwincio goes unstoppable. And maybe Pobelter falling again, this time going to be the power of the Zeri Asumdi on a killing spree. Lightning Crash, able to get that damage onto Pole Belter and actually being able to secure the victor kill as well. The extra movement speed that you're able to get out of that one, I'm showing it right now. Discharges Nova Electricity, gaining 3 stacks of overcharge and gains 2 movement speed as well. And that's just, make sure that that positioning is there. Because the victor fell, mid lane priority goes to red side. They're going to drop the Rift Herald. First tower will fall right before the turret plates go down. And with the lead being where it's at, 29k to 22, we're now starting to get concerned for red side because their opportunities to be able to bring this game back are really dependent on the Victor, on the Jax, on the Victor, or on the Jinx coming online. And because they have been so shut down, they're way behind Zeri with items and with mythic item and boots comparatively to just the Victor, who has only his mythic item, not even upgraded boots here. So feeling strong in the mid lane. The evenness that we see between Flash and Lens could be potentially a non-factor because they needed Flash to be in the lead here. So that the mid game priority goes towards red side. And unfortunately, Cuckoo Puffs is just not having a good game, continuously getting assistance by several members of blue side. However, in the other side of the rift, maybe something happening. No, not going to be the case. And instead, another kill for Asumdi, and this Zeri down 4-0-0 as 2 more towers get taken. Only got 5 kills right now for the side of red. They probably can't contest this dragon. 30 seconds remaining. Rift Herald spawns in 11 seconds, and it's a blue rift right now. They get to do what they want. They get to take what they want. They took the Raptors. They took the Bramble back, and now they're looking to take Yukino Cat's life. He will be able to avoid the slow, and will be able to also avoid the bowling ball, but you will not potentially be in position to take the dragon. It looks like the Drake is now the target of blue. Been going to start it, but waiting maybe to see where the other members of red side are at. Victor does not have teleport. Can't come to the fight, nor can Cuckoo Puff. So that's going to be a dragon just taken by red or blue side. Red team really having no choice in the matter. Everyone else just trying to be able to get back under control in their lanes, push forward, but not even able to get tower damage because of this. So, well, they did get some CS back. They still allow for the dragon to get taken practically for free, and it's going to cause a now even further lead to be produced here for blue team. Yeah, this shouldn't be any difficulty here. Rift Herald should just get taken and should be just fine for sure. No issues with that one, and just continuing the dominance here for blue team. And now just continuing to just add pressure. They could drop the Rift Herald in the top lane if they wanted to. They don't know that Yukino Cat. I don't think that they know that Yukino Cat's in the bottom lane, but now they do. So that could be the opportunity to drop the Rift Herald now. Chum the Waters misses. Playful Trickster will get used, so he'll be able to get out of this one. But he doesn't pick up the kill and doesn't even get a summoner spell off of Lens. He's able to just survive that one just fine. Because of that play, means that the rest of blue team feels comfortable going for the inner tower on top side, and they're going to take it. And now they're looking for the kill onto Akano. Very low, gets chunked down. Pole Belter dropping the gravity well, but it won't be enough to get the stun, and so they'll be able to walk away. So this is like the best case scenario here for blue side. They got in the lead in multiple lanes. Zeri 4-0, 2-2 and 5. Fiora is really good against the Jax. Cuckoo Puffs is so behind. Gravity Well gonna get used as Lilting Lullaby lands on the Pole Belter, who have to use Flash. Lightning Crash as well. And now that's one dead fish as Yukino Cat falls. Grand Challenge going to get used onto Aquano, or I'm sorry, onto Flash to try to be able to get that extra healing, but it's not really necessary. The Rift Herald will get used. And now we're 18 minutes into the game, and this looks to be pretty much over with Yukino Cat falling and Pole Belter not being able to really help defend this inhibitor. They're going to be able to take it pre 20 minutes. And that's, I mean, that's not a GG situation. Do they actually get the hat trick here? They sure do. They get the three towers or three structures getting taken from that one Rift Herald. So great value out of that. And they'll continue to try to keep themselves alive as the tornado lands on two Cuckoo Puffs. Can't even get into the stun. However, Chum the Waters does come in. Featherstorm's going to get used, and Vanos will fall. However, it'll be a 1-for-1 as we get Asumdi picking up the kill and the healing from the Grand Challenge. Can I be able to keep them healthy? Double kill for Zeri, looking for the triple, gets one for Pinwin. Now looking for the ace, and they get it. It is a double kill for Pinwin and for Asumdi. That is it. The red team has forfeited, and that is the game. Congratulations to the blue team. I mean, overall, I mean, that was a pretty dominant performance from the side of blue. A 9-1-6 Lilia 25 stack Magi Soul Stealer from that. And, you know, contributing to that was the Sumdi on this Zeri 6-0-4 was able to pressure early in the game, you know, was able to get that roam onto Flash and Hakuno to be able to get those kills and put everything back in its place. Didn't really allow the snowball or the scaling to become a factor for red team. And so blue team just keeping up the pressure in the early game, showing that power, showing that pressure, and taking the game. Congratulations to them. And with that, folks, like that is my test. That was my opportunity to be able to see how things are going, how things are doing. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now. Thank you guys very much. I'm going to put this on YouTube, and then we'll see you guys next time. Take care.